listing at least 1, 2, 3 things a day of what we're grateful for.
You know what? I had not started this. Let's start over again. There we go. So say hello to everyone.
Hi, everyone. We're having one of those little technical glitches here, apparently. And for those of you that are attached to astrology, like I am, we have Mercury retrograde going on, and it affects communications.
Well, this was called Nancy Forgot How to Run Her System.
I had this great startup, or kind of. I was doing a little hesitation, but we did it our way today. And so I'm going to say, hello, this is Cherry Divine. How are you? And happy Wednesday. And Nance, do you want to say hello to everybody?
No, I don't think so.
We always look for a topic or two to have to start the show with. And when I first started saying hi, I said, I mentioned Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving here in the United States. And I also mentioned that we have viewers that do not live in the United States. And so I wanted to say how much I appreciate you too. And so today is that day many of us get really, really busy getting dinners ready, prep work for tomorrow's dinner, or travel to get to the relative's home and all of that. And so it's like, let's just take a deep breath. If we have a moment, everybody who's listening, let's just take that deep breath and let's just ground it out and release. One more time, deep breath in, let it go all the way through the body, down into the center of earth, connect, bring that energy back up and release all of that frenzied energy. That's what I was feeling all of a sudden. It's my voice was just going and going, the words going and going. And it's that hectic, frenzied energy that many of us get into during the holiday season. And as I mentioned, there are those that are getting ready. It's like, I'm taking time to watch this. I should be doing this. Or, gosh, I got to pack so I can leave. I'm headed to the airport, whatever. Remember to stop and take a breath. And just ground out and release that hectic, frenzied energy. It's going to make your day better. It's going to make your trip better. It's going to make your holiday better. And somebody just released from their solar plexus. Again, being an empath, you feel these things. And as the release was happening, it was just like an energy cord went back to its source with love. Very, very, very good. It isn't just being thankful for the one day out of the year, Thanksgiving, we sit down and go, gosh, I'm thankful for this. It's spending time in gratitude each day. Many times we get up and we get so busy and life, just keeps carrying us along, and we forget. If we stop, take that breath, look out, put 1 or 2 things out of what we're grateful for, it allows us to refocus. It allows us to stay in a positive energy flow, and it brings back a sense of self. And that's what they just all of a sudden sent in, is there's that sense of self. When you can anchor into you and look out into your world and say, wow, I have this and I'm very grateful for it. So, and you know what? I'm grateful for all of you out there. And we have started on my Facebook page posting 1 to 2 to 5 things you're grateful each day. Go ahead and fill these pages up, because as you're doing it, it allows a refocus of energy, and it also uplifts all of us. What am I grateful for? I'm very grateful for Nancy, helping me, move the business forward, do the technical ends, be a friend, be supportive. Yay. And like I said, I'm thankful for all of you. Makes for a heck of a good start in the morning. So.
Yay. Well, that was a great start.
Yeah. It's just happy. If we start our energy in goodness and happiness, anything that we label positive, we get that step that just supports us the rest of the day. I can tell you yesterday I wasn't quite going through this. I did sit in gratitude. I did anchor in, but for some unknown reason, I was wide awake at 3 a.m. and I had gone to bed after 11. So I was pretty darn tired. And so today I get to make pies because I didn't do them yesterday.
You're the pie girl, huh?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Costco is calling my name. I might have to go there and let them make the pie.
I may even have Costco make the mashed potatoes, so we'll see.
Yeah, well, I have a big bag of mashed potatoes, so that'll be, and oh my goodness, there's something about fresh mashed potatoes. Oh yeah. But I did get the stuffing at Costco because once my husband passed and my mother passed, we were the ones that always ate the stuffing. And everybody's going, oh, no, don't bother stuffing the bird. And they'd get stovetop. I'm sorry. It's just not the same. But I did find some with cranberries and spiced sausage at Costco. And for those of you who don't know what Costco is, it's this huge store that carries everything I've ever wanted in my entire life.
But in really large quantities.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
All right. Well, Andrea voted for letting Costco make the pies.
Yeah, I'm pretty darn sure I might.
So I want to welcome the people that have joined us today. Norma Jean, Kelly, Teresa, Andrea, Gaywin are with us live and in person, sort of. They're on the chat. And,
Go ahead. I'm just getting excited. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I thought we should start.
Oh, well, I want to start with something else first because I got all excited when you mentioned Kelly. Oh, you know how we were talking is if you can pull 5 people together, we'll get there. And Kelly says, well, I think if we're a long distance away, like in Florida, that may not happen. And we surprised her, and I texted her messaged her and let her know that I will be in Tampa. Well, Nancy and I both will be in Tampa, Florida in June. And so if you're in that area, and Kelly's wanting to bring a group together so I can come personally speak, you may let her know. And if there's a Body, Mind, Spirit Expo in your area, you can send me the information. You never know, we may get to your area too. And so,
because we're going to Honolulu in May.
Yes, we will be in Honolulu in May too. So if you're watching from the islands and you want to pull 5 or more people together while I'm there, cool beans. Yeah. Well, if not, we've got things to do there because, yeah. And visit the cherrydivine.com because all of the information's there of where I'll be because I remembered to update it yesterday.
That's right.
Yay me.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay, now we can start. I'm all serious now.
We're done? Okay. All right. So, and what is she? Say Kelly says she is putting a group together. Yes.
Yay, Kelly! And I sent out messages to people I know in that area.
So we'll get a big group together. Yes.
That's what we're doing.
All right. So we have questions. So Monique, I'm going to start with you, my dear. Finished school, got the job, did the training, got an amazing schedule. Then right after, I got a somewhat minor injury that has me off work. Wondering why I'm stopped in my tracks at this point. I don't know if I'll get short-term disability and workers' comp money, and if this looks bad for me with my new job. Will I go back to my unit or somewhere different for lighter duty? Is this supposed to lead me somewhere else? I'm confused and freaked out, we can tell. I know crap happens, but what's behind this that I am not seeing? I feel my whole life is on hold now professionally, which has led to all aspects of life, including meeting a partner. I'm adding the She didn't put that in.
Oh, honey, take a big breath. Just a great big breath. With everything that you're holding in your mind, it's only creating more of a blockage in your energetic flow. Acupuncture, energy work, massage therapy, release the fear, and you're going to find things go back to normal in short order. you're forgetting that when we get all stressed out, our energy cannot flow. It compacts it, and it just creates more difficulties. You've been driving yourself so hard and not taking time for you. Your body said, stop. You won't take the time. I'm going to create an issue, so you will take the time and take care of you. Give yourself kindness. Step out of that worry, out of that fear. Remember, whatever we are holding in the, forefront of our mind, that belief system, we're feeding energy into it and creating it. And there goes your power chakra. It's like, oh no, now what do I do? Stop worrying. Your job is secure, you're fine. And as you said, crap happens. And they have not set you aside. They're not planning to set you aside. You're in a void. You're not stopped. And there's times that void is perfect for us. Sit with yourself and see what's best for you, what it is that supports who you are. Everything didn't stop because you had a physical limitation come up. It hasn't stopped this idea of a life partner. Yet if you stay swirling in this fear, you aren't going to attract in that person that supports you. You're going to attract in something that you're afraid of. Step out of the head and then go into the heart. If you don't have the heart meditation, sign up on my, what is that? It's my email.
Yes. And if you do already on the email and you don't have the heart meditation, just send an email to support@cherrydivine.com and tell me, and I will send you the link.
And that's it. And just stay present there. Remember that you're working in the healing field. Ground out, surround with light, send everybody's energy back to them with love. But no, your whole life has not stopped. Yet, step out of the fear and the worry so that you can move forward in a way that supports who you are. Trust and believe and allow. Live in love. And we say love not in the conditional love of humankind, but in the truth of all love, and that is what you are, what all life is. Feel yourself now. Breathe into the center of what you call your heart chakra and expand the energy there. Feel the mind relax as you do this. Allow this support to be felt. Create with consciousness, not out of fear. Honor who you are and support the dreams and desires that you have. To do that is to be anchored into you, understand you deserve, and see yourself in the place of. It's interesting because all of a sudden you're just showing being back at work and working with patients and this sort of thing. So they're just showing you it isn't necessarily even thoughts, it's visualization. And then all of a sudden they threw out the words occupational therapy. It does, and so look at what, I'm like, really? Yeah, occupational, it doesn't feel like you're going into that field, yet it is good that if you get some occupational therapy for yourself. You lift, you strain, you do this, you do that. And so find ways. Yoga will support that. I do notice that Nancy's really rubbing her shoulder right now. And that's called being an empath, pulling this in. She's just displaying exactly what you're doing with a lot of your patients. Send their energy back to them. Okay? There we go.
Glad I could help.
Well, it is so cute because, this is what she was doing. Let's see. Just rubbing this energy. I'm watching her as the information's coming in and she's rubbing it. That's where a blockage is. Let's just let it go down and out the arm. Just let it go back. Or pull it all the way through and let it go that way. See it, shake your arms out. Let all the energy drop into the earth and let it be transmuted to love. There's lots of things we can do.
And I just want to say that Monique is with us today and live, and she just sent a thank you. So I'm really glad, Monique, that you're with us today so that you could receive the message right as it's given.
Something else stepped into my mind is in this does apply to Monique, but it also applies to many, many other people, is we have this training when we're young that we're to do, and keep accomplishing, keep pushing. And it never lets us stop and appreciate what we have accomplished, where we're at in this moment. It just gets you to that point, and then it's the next thing is you got to get to that next. And it's just always, always, always going. Take time and look at where you are in your life and what you have done. Give yourselves pats on the back. Look and see if that energy is being fed from what you've been told you are supposed to do, or if it's very much where you want to be. But really honor yourselves and acknowledge your accomplishments. Good job. Yay, you. And there's tears coming up for some people. This is the thing, being an empath. All of a sudden it's like, you're right, I've never really stopped and looked at what I've done. All I've done is get to this point and then have to figure out the next step. Well, you're not being present in yourself then. And you never are able to see your own beauty and what you're doing and how it supports you, but how it supports outside of you too.
And I just got an insight of Monique being grateful to her body for giving her this opportunity to slow down and to be there for herself.
That's right.
We're talking about gratitude this week. So
big breath. Mm-hmm.
I know when I had cancer, I had to start looking at it that way and being grateful for the message and for the opportunity to slow down and be there for myself.
Years and years ago, my whole identity was wrapped around work. And if I did something wrong, God forbid, then that must have been a black mark. I was imperfect, but a black mark against me. And the only way that, and I would sleep 3 to 4 hours a night, and that was it. If I wasn't working at work and getting all the overtime I could, then I was working at home. And the only way I would take a break is if I got sick. But my identity was still so wrapped around this work, I would feel guilty, so I'd force myself, even with a fever, get up and mop floors or something like that. That's not honoring who we are. That's living in that place of fear. It's not supporting our physical body. It's not acknowledging who and what we are and what we've done. So,
All right. And so that message is not just for Monique. It's for all of us.
Nancy and I are so connected because I was getting ready to say the same thing. Yeah. Good job, girlie.
Thanks. All right. So, Carmen, I am pulled in 2 directions, 2 choices. Am I to take one of those forks or forge my own path? That's all the information she gave us. So,
and it does show you standing right at the fork of the road going this way, this way, that way. And they're showing me, let's blend them. What is it you really love and appreciate from what's being offered in this fork? What is it you really love and appreciate? And blend the 2 together. It's not saying you have to do one or the other. There's a way that you can bring them together, the aspects that you love about each of these choices. And it's so interesting that when we have something come up, people think you must decide one or the other. You're being brought these choices so that you will step in and look and say, hey, what is perfect for me? If I stop and I really check in at a heart level, where, does the energy go to? Does the heart take me to this path, or does it allow me to see the best of both and open up to receiving the best of both? There you go. I suppose that's forging your own. Combining the energy. But see how fun that was to do it that way instead of like, oh my God, I got to decide this and I got to decide this, and step out of the head. When we stay in our head, we're in all of the old training, all of the old conditioning, all the old programming. Pull it to your heart chakra. Your heart will never lie. And something about this, as I said that, is opening up your throat chakra, Carmen, and it allows you to speak more of your own truth. There's a vibration going on right now, and it's centered in the heart too. So you're actually gaining more of who you are by allowing you to walk your path and your truth. That's why the details of the choice wasn't given. It really makes no difference. Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Let the energy block go from the heart chakra. Because as you're opening your throat chakra, it's all of a sudden the energy is closing down in the heart chakra. Keep that open, sweet pea. Okay.
Done?
Okay, I'm done.
All right. But this one's similar. Kelly, what is it that my heart and intuition are telling me that I might be missing or ignoring as I am searching for what it is I am called to be doing right now?
Oh, hey, did I just fall out of my chair? Okay, see, that's all in the head. It's got to look like something. I got to know what it is to see what I'm called to do. You just made it all very hard work. What is my heart telling me? There goes another throat chakra. Everybody's kind of kept their own truth down. You know, what is it you would desire to do, and give yourself permission to do it? You know, when we just follow one step after the other, it is so much easier. And when we allow our hearts to guide us, it's so much more perfect. You know, I don't look at, okay, this is the big question. Spiritual path is also involved in this. Everybody's path looks like what their path is to look like. It is an individual. It isn't trying to compare it to somebody else and say, well, they do this and I should be doing this because that's the spiritual walk. It isn't that at all. It's allowing yourself to step in, hear your inner wisdom, trust what you hear, and move with that. You know, what I was getting ready to say is I don't question, not often, the direction I'm to do or what's my next step. I just trust that it'll be there, and I follow it. You know, give yourselves permission to get the hell out of your head. You know, that's where it gets all convoluted. Your inner self knows where it is you want to go and what your next step is. Let it be an adventure, not hard work. You know, happiness, joy, love, those are the things that support you in this life walk. What is it you are to do? Whatever you desire to do. There is no must-dos, no should-dos, no have-tos. The moment you hear it in those particular words, then you know that you are in the human belief system, the old training, the old programming, and it is time to step off of what you call the hamster wheel. Kelly, darling one, where is it you want to go? What is it you want to add to this world? Let yourself do it with delight. We already feel your energy body expanding with joy and love as we're speaking to you in this moment. It doesn't have to have a particular look or a particular feel, and it is not like someone else's. It is your desire, your choice, your walk. Feel how amazing you feel in this moment as you're allowing this to come in. That is what supports you. When you get into the mind too much, it holds you stuck. It holds you hard and fast and does not allow you to move forward. You will find that the discomfort grows and grows and grows until finally you say enough and let it fall away and walk with joy into your next step. What does it have? You know, gosh, you're doing work that you love. Where is it you're not honoring what you're doing? Where are you not appreciating you? See, this is my time to ask you questions. Be grateful for who you are, grateful for what you do, grateful for what you add to this world. Magnificent. Crown chakras are opening. Yay! No. Okay. Did I answer the question, or did we get off in outer space somewhere? Sometimes that's the way it works for me. As they start ringing, and I have no idea if the actual question has been answered or not. I just trust that it has. It feels good.
I think it was good, and we'll just see. Kelly can make a comment if she has an additional question, but I think that was brilliant.
Yay. Yay me. I honor what I brought to you, Kelly. See? It's that easy.
Okay. Woo! Dang, girl, that made me tear up. I feel like a weight has just been lifted. Thank you.
Yay. I love you, girly.
All right. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Denise is changing focus. My question is, what happened to my landlord?
It's really interesting is I did actually see this question this morning, and it just shows them kind of in a dark spot. It's like standing in a closet somewhere. And many times when people are in their stuff or in some type of feelings of discomfort or crisis, they pull all of their energy inside. So you can't feel them. It's your landlord's taking care of personal business, personal interests, and I can't go deeply into this because it's not in integrity, because they have not given me permission. Just send this person love. This person's really, as a matter of fact, we're all going to hold the landlord in this moment, in this space and time in our mind for just a second, and then just send this person love, a lot of love and support. There we go. Sometimes that's what we're meant to do, and that's why this person was brought in, is the question of what happened to. It's just send them love. And I kind of, you notice the energy goes down, there's kind of emotion wrapped around this. And so we all have our personal journey, and sometimes it's, we don't want to share it with anybody, and that's kind of where that's at right now.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I'm going to take a moment here, and this is what I love for the listeners to pay attention to also, because many people think it's all outside of them, and they're talking to me or somebody like me. But if you stop in this moment and pay attention to your energy body, as we tapped into this person, your energy body shifted and changed. There was moving from that high, happy, heart center down to kind of just feeling very pulled in, very shut off. That's how your own intuition works. So pay attention to that. Get that out in your consciousness so you're listening to you also. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. All right. Next, Pauletta. What is the pain I'm feeling in my solar plexus? Energy work sets it on fire.
The solar plexus represents personal power. It also represents connection of source coming in and anchoring in on our body, and Mother Earth coming in and anchoring in our body and meeting up in the center. On a physical level, there's some digestive issues going on, and so pay close attention to your diet right now and which foods are triggering, because I do feel like that's how it's represented in the physical world. Do energy work around the chakras, balancing and the opening and the aligning of. Give yourself to be in your personal power. You've been really present in walking your spiritual path and opening up to more. And there's some energetic infusion going on, and it's you're integrating it into the physical body, and it's having a little difficulty adjusting. Be kind to the body, that sort of thing. And it's saying something about you're doing a fire walk. It was walk in the fire walk. That's what's coming through. There's purging of old energy. see it as energy so that it doesn't accumulate into more of a physical discomfort. And just see your meridians open. See, acupuncture. Please go get acupuncture to assist that. There's an energy block going on. So.
Wonderful.
And it's given me a headache up into my intuition chakra. So remember, all of the chakras are to be balanced. If you hold one open too high because you're pushing and straining, it could cause some discomfort in here. And so let's pull back that intuition chakra. Trust that it's there, and that it's in natural and easy flow with everything about you. Thank you. Thank you. That made my eyes even hurt, see? Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Okay. Andrea. Hi, Cherry and Nancy. Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
On Monday, I was at my mom's house talking with her when a framed photo of my deceased sister suddenly fell over on the cabinet a few feet away from us. What message was my sister sending? It happened right after an appraiser left who's doing an appraisal in connection with refinancing the house. Thanks.
I saw this question also, and automatically I'm going, Colin, what are you telling her? And then I'm also getting, it wasn't just what she was saying to you, but how there's some anger going on and it's coming not from you, it's coming from inner turmoil within your mom. I wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for. And so that was a slamming down. On a softer note, it's letting you know that everything is approaching completion. I've felt this for so long, and Andy knows this. And it's showing that doorway has closed by the completion. All is good. And again, she's saying it's okay just to let it all go and let the flow be what it is. She's letting you know she was there. She's assisting you. And she turns off the lights or works with the electricity in that house too. So you might see flickering lights. She's letting you know she's present as much as anything and helping. But there is a part that's deep inside of your mother that she would never acknowledge on a physical level that is a little bit angry about having to do this at this time of life. And it's like, down. So it's a merging of their two energies, but Colin is right there assisting you. And let's let this come to fruition, paper signed, completion. There we go.
Okay. And the last one, Norma Jean. My biological father passed on 2 months before my birth, and I would like to know if he would send me some signs that if he is around me. I did glance through the questions. This is another one. It's sparrows. Pay attention to the sparrows when you're thinking of your dad or that. He sends them in, but it's remembering, and I believe this is the way it is. This is what they're showing us. When sparrows migrate, they do it in large groups and are supportive of each other through this group, back and forth. He's showing you that he's always sent in huge amounts of support for you. The two of you were not to have a physical connection this lifetime. It doesn't mean you did not have physical connections in other lifetimes, but he's just showing the sky filling with sparrows. What is that bird that goes down the chimneys? They all of a sudden they all come together and it's just like this huge massive energy and they go down into chimneys and come back up again. I've never seen it. I was invited to see it once. Swallows. Okay. Another small bird. Small birds. Sparrows and swallows are small. And so it's knowing their strength in this. You don't have to be huge to have the strength. It's allowing the energy to converge and then support.
So pay attention to sparrows and swallows.
And swifts. Andy was just said that swifts go down chimneys.
And Andy would know too, because she just loves this type of information. So it's just pay attention to those small birds. Yeah, I'm getting a big grin going on here, and that's coming from him. So, yeah.
Okay, so in the comments we had Pamela said hi, sweetie pie. Andrea said thanks for after we did her question. And then she told me about swifts going down chimneys. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know these things happen. I'm not sure why they pick chimneys. It's just like, okie dokie. But that's what they choose to do.
When I was a kid, we had a flicker come down the chimney and into the living room. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know. We had a bat one time.
You would.
Yeah, wouldn't you know? Yeah. So
that is the end of our questions, Cherry. And Liz just got on and said hi. Hi, Liz.
Hi. Hello, Liz.
Happy late birthday.
Well, this is a birth month. We're just going to do that.
Happy
birth month to you. No. Oh my goodness. I know we've been sliding on the after show, and we're going to do that again today because tomorrow's Thanksgiving and we have things to do.
You got to go to Costco and get some pies.
I know. Well, you know why I like my pies? And no, I am not the world's best cook by a long shot, and I don't want to be. I want to have the cook come to me. So if you're tall, good looking, handsome, smart, witty, compassionate, loving, and can cook, hey, I'm available.
Is this male or female?
Oh, I'd probably go with male.
All right. Just checking.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I see a male energy anyway, and you can cook. I'm a great cleanup person anyway. But, I do want to let each and every one of you know that I am very grateful to have you in my life. And I'm honored that you show up each and every week. Whether you can at the time of the show or not, or later. We get feedback saying, hey, I get home from work and I go back and I watch the show later, or when you send it out in the email, I watch it then. And thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. I'm very grateful to all of you. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving for everybody who celebrates it. And everybody have a wonderful day. There we go.